Let's talk today about what it looks like to retire on $100,000 versus $1 million. I'm going to look at an example of John and Gina, and we're going to look at two scenarios, one where they're retiring on a million and one where they're retiring on $100,000. The reality of it is, somebody could have been very responsible and put away $100,000 for their retirement. And somebody also could have been very responsible and put away $1 million for their retirement, just depending on how blessed one was in their career. I know part of the time growing up, we did okay and we had money, and part of the time we struggled. I can remember my mother having to go to the grocery store with only $25 to buy groceries. And that was for a family of five or six. And you may say, why five or six? My cousin might have been living with us at the time. And if so, he was a 6'8" former D1 football player. So when you go to the store with $25 to try to feed a family of five or six, it's certainly not going to be easy, even back in those days. But that was when she figured out how to make lentils and rice, and that would go a long ways. So the truth of the matter is, if you'd have told my parents, hey, you need to be saving well for retirement, back in those days, it'd been like, yeah, we were just trying to survive. So the truth of the matter is, one could have saved very responsibly and saved $100,000 for retirement. Let's say they weren't able to start until after the kids were grown, and then they only had, say, 10, 15 years to save. So one could have been very responsible and saved 100,000. As well, somebody could have been very responsible and saved a million. They could have been blessed in their career and able to put away a nice amount of money. So let's take a look at these two scenarios. Scenario one is John and Gina with $100,000. Now, in this case, John has 2,000 coming in Social Security, and Gina has 1,600 coming in. Their assets are John has a Vanguard IRA with 65,000 and Gina has a Vanguard IRA with 35,000. So totaling the two of these $100,000. Their home is worth $350,000 and they have 25,000 in their checking. Now if we come on down here, they are I'm projecting that their retirements will grow at 5%. And their total portfolio value is 475,000. That includes their home. Now let's take a look at what their budget is, what their expenses are, if you would. Their household, they're going to need $300 for real estate taxes, homeowners insurance 100. You can see these are inflating at 3%. Utilities, gas and electric 250, water, sewer 50, cable, phone and internet 250, maintenance and improvement $100. Now under daily living, food $600, dining out $300, clothing $50, personal care $100. Healthcare and insurance for Medicare Part B and D $174.70 each. Prescriptions $100 a month, life insurance $50, and veterinarian cost $100. Transportation, auto loans $400, auto insurance $125, fuel $150, and repairs $100. Education and loans, there's nothing in that category. Sports, hobbies, and lessons, 100. Vacation and travel, 200. And charitable donations are at 100. Gifts are at 100. That all adds up to a total expense budget of $3,924 with an average inflation rate of 2.73. So what does their retirement look like? At age 66, we can see here they have 3,987 in net monthly expenses. And they have 3,600 coming in Social Security, so they're going to need to pull just around 400 from their retirement. If we come down here at age 78, we'll see that their net monthly expenses are 5,535, and Social Security is bringing in around 5, and they're going to have to pull around 550 from their retirement nest egg. And over here, you can see they still have around 101,000 left. Now, coming on down here, we can see that they're not going to be out of retirement monies until age 97. That would be with them living at that point on net monthly expenses, and that year of 97 would be 9,443. So what we can see here is that their monies would last well beyond life expectancy with the budget that they have laid out. Now, let's look at scenario number 2. All right, let's check out scenario number 2, and that is where they retire on $1 million. Now, before we do that, if we haven't met yet, my name is Craig Thompson. I'm an owner at Fourth River Financial Group. We're an investment management and a retirement planning firm. I'm an owner along with Lynn and Nathan, and we also have on board advisor Ron. If you do not have a fiduciary advisor you're currently working with, please reach out. My contact information is in the description box below. So let's look at scenario number 2. Now, in this scenario, John has $3,950 coming in Social Security, and Gina has $4,000 coming in Social Security. We look at their assets. John has $650,000 in an IRA, and Gina has $350,000 in an IRA. And in this case, I'm projecting them to grow at 5% as well. Their home is worth $800,000, and they have in checking $125,000. There's the 5% projection of growth. And their total portfolio value, including their home, is $1,925,000. Let's take a look at their budget in this scenario. Under household expenses, their mortgage principal and interest is $1,100. Real estate tax is $400. Homeowners insurance $100. Utilities, gas, and electric $450. Water, sewer $100. Cable, phone, and internet $250. Maintenance and improvement $200. House cleaning $500. Under daily living, food is $800. Dining out is $600. And clothing is $150. And personal care is $100. Medicare Part B and D is $174.70 each. Prescriptions are $100 a month. Life insurance is $100. Long-term care insurance is $800. And veterinarian cost is $200. Transportation, auto loans, $1,000 a month. Auto insurance $300. Fuel $300. And repairs $150. Nothing under education and loans again. Parties and events $0. Sports, hobbies, and lessons $250. Vacation and travel $1,000 a month. Charitable donations $600 a month, and gifts $800. So that all adds up to a total budget of $10,699 per month. How does that play out in retirement? To begin with, their net monthly expenses will be $10,860, and they're going to need to pull $2,913 a month from their IRA to add to their Social Security, which is $7,950. That gets them to their net monthly expenses of $10,860 a month. Let's come down here to age 78. We can see they still have over $1 million left. They're needing to pull around $4,000 from their IRA. Their net monthly expenses are right around $15,000 a month, and their Social Security has grown to around $11,000 a month. Now, if we come down here, we can see that they're not projected to run out of money until age 99. They're again past life expectancy. So what can we see from these two scenarios? The reality of it is you can retire with $100,000 and you can retire with $1 million. What is the difference? It's very simple. The difference is the size of the budget that one is going to live on. So if you're looking to retire, you really need to take into consideration what your budget is going to be. In both scenarios, they can retire happy. One's just going to have a bigger budget than the other one. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please check out the next video where I talk about how to not run out of money during retirement.